You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.
Hey, what's going on? This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Rhadi. I have a story that I'd like to share with you, one that happened to me yesterday. I was talking with my son Rufus, and I asked him if he would like to go work out, because I had a client that just came in town that he knows very well, and I asked him if he wanted to work out because I needed a right-handed judo player to work with him because he's a lefty. Rufus said, well, I don't think I can come right now, Daddy, because I'm hanging out with my friends. I got some friends over the house that I'm playing with. I said, well, no problem, Rufus. I said, I understand that. You know, Rufus right now is in a situation where he is the unfortunate, and I say unfortunate because it's not how I grew up, nor what I wanted in my life, but the product of divorce. So we're the product of divorce. You know, he's in one house 1 week and then another house the next week. And it takes some time to kind of get used to that. But the awesome thing and the new thing, and sometimes the thing that's not so awesome and not so good, is that he has these newfound freedoms and ability to make some decisions for himself, which aren't necessarily the best decisions, but are great decisions because they provide good quality lessons. I don't have any problem with them because there are things and parameters that I no longer have control over, that I no longer can massage and engineer the way that I would want to, but they're good for me too because I get a way to communicate with him differently and understand there are different strategies in order to teach, in order to provide lessons, and in order to give him some what we call higher level order thinking. So what I did was I asked Rufus, I said, well, how would you like to make $250 during this training session? He said, I think I can make $250. He said, I think I can get free for $250. I said, well, I want to send you a video of Robert Kiyosaki when he talks about his two different dads. See, Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And when he spoke about his poor dad, he talked about his poor dad. And he says, poor dad always told him that you needed to pick up a paycheck and make sure that you got paid for everything that you did. And his rich dad, who went to learn about money and learn about finances and learn about the power of money and the power of currency, he offered him an internship. And what he told him, he says, I'll teach you everything I know about money, but I'm not going to pay you anything. He said, because if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a high-level earner, you're going to have to learn how to work and not worry about getting paid. And I can tell you as an entrepreneur, man, when you sit down and you write books and you make, back in the day when I made DVDs or when I make my online courses, or you make products that are going to be sold later, you don't get paid for those things. You do those things because you have passion about them. You do those things because you love them. You do those things because you love helping people. You do those things because they're in line with your mission, and they're in line with your vision. That is why you do those particular things. If you do those things just because you are motivated by money, then the people who provide you with money have control over you, and you know better than an employee. So you have to get to the point where you're not motivated by money, you're motivated by the things that you're motivated about. So I offered Rufus $250 for the training session, and I said, how would you feel if you can get paid? He said, I can make that happen. I can free myself up for that. So then I told him the story about the rich dad and the poor dad. And then afterwards, I said, I'm not going to give you $250 for the session. I said, what you have to do in your mind is you have to ask yourself if those actions and those behaviors that you have right now are aligned with you achieving the goal of being a Division I athlete. I said, because you said you want to be a Division I athlete. I said, your friends that you're hanging around, I don't know if they want to be Division I athletes or not. I'm not sure. But the question is, are your behaviors in line with being a Division I athlete? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you need to go and do sports all the time. I was a 3-sport athlete in college, but I also did mechanical engineering. I have a Master's of Arts of Teaching with a 4.0 GPA, and I also have a PhD in education, where I made a 4.0 GPA as well. I've been on people's dissertation committees. I'm an editorial reviewer for a couple of journals. So I am really big on academics and academic pursuits. I'm really big on having balance in your life and understand that there are times when things need to be imbalanced, because you have to give everything that you're doing 100%, and that provides you with some balance. But you also have to take inventory and stock of the decisions that you make and the people that you're around, and all those things in line with your mission and your vision in terms of your overall achievement and the goals that you want. So I had that particular talk with Rufus, and I sent him the video for him to watch it. He replied back, "Thank you." At the end of the day, I am his dad, and he sees me as his dad. He does not see me as a world-class coach, a strength and conditioning coach, a trainer that is highly sought after. He just sees me as dad, and that's cool, and that's how he should see me. There are opportunities for him that he foregoes, and he doesn't know that he foregoes, because familiarity in some form or fashion always is going to breed a little bit of contempt. And I just want to make it readily available for him in the forefront of his mind the next time he has to make a decision, that he can choose whatever he will like, but just know what you're choosing. I said, don't get upset and don't cry when you get into tough spots, or tough matches, or tough situations, and you don't have the tools that you need in order to get out. I said, because your friends who are in the stands watching you, they'll be disappointed. I said, but the person who looks at you in the mirror, I said, that person will feel like they've been robbed. I said, because you haven't given that person the opportunity to excel, because you didn't make the decision for that. As you're listening to this, and as you go through your day and as you go through life, understand that your life as it is and as it sits today, it's a culmination of the decisions that you make. You can choose and you can make different decisions for your life, and you can have different in your life. Just understand this. As you do the FFC exercise, as you take inventory of your friends, as you take inventory of your family, and as you take inventory of your circle of influence, ask yourself if those people who are around you, are they in line with your personal mission, with your personal vision, and with your personal goals? And you won't know that until you write out your mission statement, until you write out your vision statement, and until you go over your particular desired goals. As you go into the new year, don't go into the new year thinking that you're going to make your New Year's resolution in January. Your New Year's resolution is similar to what we have in track and field, like the exchange zone or the fly zone, meaning when the stick of 2019 comes into the zone, you need to start running first so that it could be a quality exchange in the zone so that you can move on with your life in 2020. If you don't do that, 2019 will run up behind you as it closes, and 2020 will be right smack dab in front of you, and the two things will crash. You'll fall down and you can drop the stick. Now, you can always pick it up and start running, but you will be a little bit behind. Start the exercises. Start the things that you need to do right now and put those things into motion so that when 2020 comes around, you can make a quality exchange during that particular zone that we call December 31st and January 1st. This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson. Have a super fantastic day, and remember, I love you, but God loves you best. And please do me a favor and stop by www.coffeewithrhadi.com and pick up the best-selling book, Coffee with Rhadi, today. Take care.